So in the end, after a couple hours of playing, I have my own kingdom with 3 vassal clans, I have 8 million dinars in the bank, I can get all the influence I need by just few clicks, I'm level 43, I have maxed out charm, I think I'm in a pretty good position to continue campaigning from this point on. What's up guys? Today I have something really special for you. There have been a couple of new really powerful exploits that have been found, and I wanted to make this video to show you how they work. To get started, let me just start a new campaign so I can demonstrate how they work. So let's go sandbox. So the new exploit gives you infinite money, influence, and levels, and also charm XP. But I also want to show you how you can quickly make your own kingdom. So let's just set up passive renown gain with trait 125. So let me show how to get that really quick. In the end, I want to make my own kingdom, so I can demonstrate how you can grow that fast as well. So I will need 25 smithing for efficient charcoal maker, but other than that, our character build doesn't really matter that much. We will very soon get a lot of levels anyway. So let's just pick age 20, because we don't really care about the points. And for my family, I will choose Lannister, because by the end of this, we will certainly have enough money to pay our debts. And let's just pick maximum difficulty, because why not? So first, I want to get married to get some extra cash from my husband's gear. So to get enough money to buy the dowry, I will buy hogs and then slaughter them and sell their meat and hides. And I will also sell some of my gear. At Seonon, we will wait for Wuchan to come out of the city, so we can talk to him and get married. Then we can start selling Fiarat's gear. And I will buy a lot of hardwood, which we will sell to a caravan near Marunath for a lot of XP. We will sell it at profit, so we will gain trade XP. I will also hire these caravan guards just so that we don't get attacked by bandits. So while we wait, I might as well just explain how the exploit roughly works. So we will need prisoners, and the first part is that we will effectively donate the prisoners multiple times or infinite amount of times, gaining influence from the donated prisoners and also charm and relations. And the second new exploit is how you can get lots of prisoners really effectively, so these two work together nicely. So here at Marunath I want to refine some of my charcoal, and I can wait for a caravan. After I have roughly 100 charcoal, I can start trading with a caravan with a trade exploit, which will give me 125 trade and passive renown gain. If you want to know more about this trade exploit, I have a dedicated video just explaining this part. Again, you don't necessarily have to do this for the new exploits to work. I just want to also get a kingdom. So I need clan tier 4, which requires a lot of renown. We can start using the new influence exploit at clan tier 1 and the new starvation exploit at clan tier 2. And I will explain both of those as the run goes on. And now that I have 125 trade, I will pick the caravan trade perk, caravan renown perk, and start to form my own caravans. And I can start a fourth one. And also a fourth one. So now we get 4 renown per day, and we are well on our way to get a kingdom, and I can focus on the new exploits. So now we have reached clan tier 1 rather uneventfully, and I can join a kingdom as mercenary. Let's just pick someone who is at war. I can join Battanium. And then I can go look at the prisoner diplomacy screen. And I can see that I should have actually joined Western Empire, so I will leave Batania and join them instead. Then I will head to one of these castles that has prisoners. So for example, Kersakas Castle. And I can talk to Dipon here to join Western Empire instead. And let's go to Kersakas Castle. So here I can already show you how the influence exploit works. So since this castle has nobles as prisoners, I can just repeatedly go to donate prisoner screen and exit it, and I will gain influence and relations every time. I can press enter to exit the screen faster. You see that I also started to gain lots of charm XP and levels. So let me actually just put my focus points into charm and attribute points into social, just so that we can get some more skill points as well. I found this castle by looking at the diplomacy screen and seeing where the prisoners are. And already just after like a minute of clicking, I have mercenary contract that gives me 100,000 per day, and I reached 300 charm. So let me just pick all my charm perks, because these are well earned. So now I'm already up to 200,000 per day in my mercenary contract, and you can start to see that the game has been truly broken. So now I need to wait until I reach clan tier 2, so I can start the second new exploit. So conveniently the requirement for the new exploit is to have lots of influence, but we already have that from this first exploit. And if you join as vassal after being mercenary, you will keep all the influence you had as a mercenary. So now I can just wait until my passive renown gain gives me clan tier 2. But I can make one more caravan. So after a short wait, I reach clan tier 2. And I can now join Western Empire as a vassal. I should have looked where Karios is during my wait, but whatever, we can find him now. He's at Onika. Actually, I didn't realize that my mercenary contract already ate all my influence, so let me just hop into some other kingdom instead. And looking at the diplomacy screen, I can just go to Asarai, and they have plenty of prisoners for me. So let's leave this and try to find Ungid. And here he is. So now I want to join as vassal. And they have a bunch of prisoners at Kuyas, so let's just go there. Now I can start the same process, but now I will gain influence for Asarai. Maybe 1000 for this, maybe a bit less is enough, but 1000 is good. Now we will get lots of Asarai prisoners. And the way we will do this is by calling everyone to our army, by using our influence that we got. And if some people are already in an army, we can use our influence to break those armies from the kingdom screen. You can come here to armies tab and force this army to disband. And then we can call even more people to our army. We might not be able to get everyone in one go, but we can come back. You don't want to let these parties reach you ever. You just want them to chase you. If they do reach you, then you can throw them out of your army and call them back. So Adram reached me. Shaima has also reached me. So I see now that I need more movement speed, so let's see what we can do about that. So for this part you want your party to be just cavalry, as I have here. But I'm overburdened, I can throw this charcoal away. Now I should be able to outrun all these parties. And I can check that everyone I can call has already been called. We will get this one soon. So what will happen as we run around for long enough, all these parties that try to chase me will run out of food. And then we can easily kill all these parties in one sweep. And they will also conveniently come just where I am. So now we just run around and don't let these parties reach me. This should take like week in-game time or 2 weeks in-game time, something like that. In the meantime, I can check that my caravans are making profit. And I also have additional companion slots, so I can make a few more caravans. Once they have run out of food, I will leave the kingdom, immediately declare war on Azurai, defeat them in combat, and get all these nobles as my prisoners. Then I can start doing the same exploit that I was doing earlier, but with way more prisoners. So now some of these parties are starting to lose members, and we will wait until all these have reached 0. We should go near someone who we are at war with, so we should go near someone in Western Empire. So we can immediately give these prisoners that we will have after the fight to Western Empire. And we won't lose many of them during our walk to nearest castle. One extra thing to note is that you will get more XP if you donate your prisoners to a city or castle that is owned by the ruling clan of the opposing faction. So I should actually go to Yalmarus so that I can give my prisoners to the ruling clan city. Now we have pretty much arrived at Yalmarus, which is a town owned by the leading clan. So I will get maximum relations and maximum XP from my donations. So now I can turn on my followers, link up with them, and then I can disband the army and leave kingdom. I will relinquish my holdings because I want to join Western Empire as a mercenary to get more money, and then I will fight them, take everyone as prisoner, now I have 16 noble prisoners. If I was doing genocide, I could at this point execute them, which would also be really powerful. I could set up inheritance of Azurai, and this would be a good start to killing every Azurai noble. But instead, I just want to go back and make more money. So I want to join Western Empire as mercenary. And I was lucky enough that none of my prisoners escaped. Now I can go here and donate everyone. And I can start doing the same thing. Except this time I will get a lot more charm and a lot more influence, because there are way more prisoners. Now sadly, since I donated the prisoners, I cannot execute them anymore. But the money will be worth it, trust me. So to recruit every noble in the game to your kingdom, my estimation is that you need maybe like 30 to 50 million, maybe a bit more. I think I can do this until I get enough money from my mercenary contract. In the meantime, I've already reached level 37 from all the charisma XP that I'm getting. I could actually place some of my pawns. This looks good. but I will get some more levels. So now I'm up to 800,000 in mercenary contract, and the final amount of money that you will receive is roughly 5 times this, but I think I want some more. This would give me just like 5 million, so let's click some more. You don't really need to do this for that long. Compared to some of the earlier trade exploits, this is quite fast. In the meantime, I already hit level 40. So if you wanted to go for, let's say, the 50 million to recruit every clan in the game, you would have to do this for a while, but it would be doable. Now I'm up to 40,000 influence, which gives me 1.5 million dinars in one day, so roughly 8 million dinars in total, and I reached level 42, but I think I want to go for a bit more. If you watched my noble recruitment video, you know that 6 million is the point where you can recruit almost all nobles. Now I'm up to 50,000 influence, and I'm getting almost 2 million per day. I think this is enough for now. If you wanted to go for world conquest, you might do this for a bit more. Now I just need to wait until I get my money. And actually, one funny thing about this is that now Western Empire will be really drained of their monies, and their nobles cannot actually recruit anymore. So let's just wait until I get my mercenary money. So I just about got to 10 million. I think we can leave now. Leave the kingdom now and join someone else, because I think Western Empire is done for. Okay, let's join as vassal. So now I'm at the point where I want to start thinking about my own kingdom. I'm still missing some renown, so I can either wait or I can try to find fights to increase my renown. But I want to make my kingdom soon, so I should do something about it. Okay, so now I'm up to 8 caravans, so that should give me plenty of passive renown. I need to get a fief, and let's hope that Patania can have success in their war and they can give me a fief. Meanwhile, I can actually farm some influence by just going to the diplomacy tab, looking where the prisoners are, and then going there and doing the exploit again. So let's go to Helheim. Oh, it's under siege. The other places with prisoners are Seonon. Let's go there. This doesn't give us nearly as much influence, but I think just like 1000 will be enough to ensure that we get a fief, and also call some people to our army later. And actually they just won a big fight and they're coming in with more prisoners, so we can get a lot more. Just a few more clicks to get a decent amount of influence. Just for the fun of it. Let's actually see if we can get any fiefs through diplomacy. No, doesn't look like it. Our kingdom declared war on Landia. I can go farm some renown from Landian villages. And after raiding just a couple of villages, we're getting pretty close to that clan tier 4. But I still do need my fief, so let's call an army. I could actually force break this army to get their men as well. So let's just siege this city right here. And we managed to take the city without resolve. So now I just need to hope that I get it. And I should get it. And I've also gotten enough passive renown that I'm almost at clan tier 4. So I can now make my own kingdom and execute the final part of my plan. So for this, we want to again disband all AI armies, so we can call more people to our own army. I just want people who I can recruit come to me. So Myras is a clan leader. So let's just pick all the clan leaders here. I can take Luchan. Yeah, so let's call this guy. Ulharn I think is also a clan leader. I think Iron is missing. He might be prisoner. I think everyone else might be prisoner or otherwise not leading a party. But I mean, if we could get these 4 clans to join my kingdom, that would be pretty good. If you could always start your player kingdom by recruiting 4 nobles, I think that would be pretty good. So let's see how this goes. Let's wait until they are here. And then I can make my own kingdom. Oh, someone's coming to siege. Well, that is unacceptable. Let's call this party as well. So we can probably just fight them. Actually, we can break in and then sally out. Just remember to pause once you go in, or otherwise they might break the siege. So now I'm paused and I can just sally out. And we should win this. Now, I think there are 2 here. Zane and Kulharn are not clan leaders. So let me actually release them. So these other parties are someone who I want to recruit. So I want to be able to talk to them once I come out of the city. So let me just release them near the exit. Now they should be so that I can actually come out and actually click them. And now I can make my own kingdom. So I need to first leave and keep holdings. I can make my kingdom. Now, when I come out, I should be able to recruit these 3 clans to my kingdom immediately. This first one looks very easy. Just paid 1.3 million for him. And if you're having trouble passing these persuasions, I have a guide for recruiting. Even if I fail, I can just save load and continue. And just like that, we made our own kingdom and got 3 clans in. Just paid 2 million for them. It's good to have some extra money because that way it's more likely that they want to join you. But I think that's a pretty good start for our kingdom. If there were more clan leaders available for us to call to our army, I could have had more clans. But unfortunately, some of these guys didn't have their own parties, so we couldn't call them this time, but you could get more. 3 is kind of low, I think. So now we can actually take these guys who are running here as prisoners. If I can click them. One of the prisoners went to this other party, so I should try to get them to this city that I control so that I can get the prisoners from the dungeon. So now I have a couple of prisoners. I can disband the army. So now I can just walk to one of my vassal cities and get all the influence I need for passing all my kingdom policies. So again, go to dungeon and donate prisoners. You don't need too much for passing all the policies you need. But maybe like 700 or 800 would be enough. At this point you could also farm enough influence so that you can just take all your vassals' fiefs for yourself, if you decide to do so. But I think I'm good with just getting enough influence to pass policies at this point. You could always farm more influence later once you have more prisoners. And I really want to pass like imperial towns, or royal privilege, or forgiveness of debts. And this way, since I can get infinite influence, I can pass all the policies I need immediately. So in the end, after a couple hours of playing, I have my own kingdom with 3 vassal clans, I have 8 million dinars in the bank. I can get all the influence I need by just a few clicks. I'm level 43, I have maxed out charm. I think I'm in a pretty good position to continue campaigning from this point on. Anyway, that's all for now. This has been a very exciting new day. Very cool new glitches. I want to give special thanks to Discord user OnestormGX on Strat Gaming Discord, who came up with this strategy to starve the parties following you and immediately turn on them. I think the prisoner donating thing has been found by multiple people independently recently, but anyway, that is no less exciting. But the prisoner donation bug is pretty likely to be patched pretty soon, I think, but we can enjoy it while it lasts. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next video.